Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you so much for escaping with us. That's Andrew, and I'm Alex.
And as always, with great power comes great Project Hail Mary ability.
Very good.
We're going to review that.
We're reviewing Project Hail Mary, the new space movie from people we love, Lord and Miller and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk about that. We're also going to be doing a fan segment in this episode.
Yeah, we'll answer some of your questions.
Yep.
And there's one other thing we were doing.
Yep. But recently we got a trailer for the upcoming HBO DCU TV show Lanterns. Finally, our first live-action Green Lantern project since 2011. You and I reacted to the trailer on our Patreon episode that came out this past Friday and gave our immediate thoughts right after seeing the trailer.
Yeah, that's how we started the Patreon episode. We just watched the trailer for the first time.
Correct.
It was interesting.
Correct. So now we've kind of sat with it a couple days. We've kind of digested thoughts. Now we're going to officially kind of not review it, but talk about the trailer in more seriousness here on the regular episode. So you can start. What do you got?
I feel like I said most of my main points.
Yeah.
The main point being, I think a lot of people feel this way. With the Lanterns trailer, it's a good trailer. It looks like a good show. Why is it Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Also, they're taking all the green out of it, both in just...
The name.
And the name, the suit, just the whole spectacle of what a Green Lantern is, space, everything. So yeah, it seems like... Someone asked in the Discord, and one of these questions actually, I didn't keep it, but was like, is Lanterns going to be the Andor of Star Wars?
Or of the DCU.
Of the DCU, right. And that made me think a little bit, because like it does look like a good, solid show.
Absolutely.
But I feel like there's a way to do Star Wars that's grounded and not focusing on Jedi, because Star Wars is more than Jedi. This is Lantern specifically. It's like if you named the show Jedi and then made it grounded. You know what I mean?
And with no lightsabers.
With no lightsabers, and you see them use again. It is just a trailer, so we don't know. So it just seems a little weird that we're getting this fantastical, planet type of character be a Western detective show.
Because they're cops for sure.
Yeah,
I'm fine with you doing the police aspect of the Lanterns.
Yeah.
But
there are parts of
they're space cops.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to be policing intergalactic shit.
Yeah. There's literally a part where she's like, there's a police officer, and she's like, what are you going to do, stop me? And I'm like, he's freaking...
Yeah.
He's Green Lantern.
That's Hal Jordan you're speaking to.
Am I supposed to be intimidated by this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also made the point on the Patreon. It's like if your first Flash project... He was in a submarine.
He was in a submarine. I loved that. That was a great comparison.
It's like it could be a cool show.
It could be a cool submarine project.
but it's
the Flash.
But why are we doing that to the Flash? Yeah,
correct.
So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I could like it. There's been a lot of grounded, more non-superhero-y shows recently, like Penguin, like Andor, I guess, that are not as mystical or magical that we have liked, but those seem like they would work a little bit better than this. Someone did comment recently that they were like, I saw someone post our reaction, I think it was Musty Kid, someone commented, oh, the glaze for James Gunn eventually runs out. It's like, first off, he's not directing this.
Also, Guardians 2 is my least favorite MCU movie.
Right, and also like it's this crazy concept of like we glaze things we like and then don't glaze things that we aren't.
I got news for you. It's Superman is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop. Sorry.
If Supergirl's ass, we'll call it like we see it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like a crazy concept to people that we just say our opinions on things. Like,
it's because so much of the world, not trying to take any shots at specific people, but it's going to sound like I am. There's so much of the world that it's like you pick a side. And then you have to agree and like everything that said side does.
Or in my position, you're paid to like certain things, i.e. the Stranger Things finale.
You were paid to like Stranger Things.
Correct. I'm bought off.
So therefore, you were incapable of saying anything bad about Stranger Things.
So it's either you're a sellout or you pick a side, or crazy third option, you just like some things and don't like other things.
It's because we do everything big. If we like something, we like it really big, and if we hate something like Man of Steel, we hate it really big,
Frick you, Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, for real. But
TASM 2 is peak.
Here's my thing about the Lanterns trailer, just to get back to that, because I have some more opinions about it that I want to hear, that I want to bounce off of you. I've seen some criticisms about the suit, about us being so critical about the suit. And the idea of why it's so ugly and not green is because Hal Jordan has lost his way. He's
never heard that one before.
He's no longer... he's not as much of a Green Lantern as he used to be, so his green is fading. And Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart, is going to bring back his fire for being a Green Lantern. He's going to bring back his love of being a Lantern.
Cool.
And that's fair if you're going with that story, and that's your explanation for why the Green Lantern suit is poop brown. As you said on the Patreon, it's like somebody ate a Crayola crayon, a green Crayola crayon, but then pooped it. That's a fine explanation for it. I don't care for that storyline. I feel like we've seen that storyline 50 million times at this point. Mm-hmm. So that's my rebuttal to that. Here's my rebuttal to another thing. What do you think about the Daredevilification? The Daredevilification of superhero shows nowadays, where Daredevil season 1, the entire first season, he's not Daredevil. And then the last episode, he puts on the suit and he does it. And now he's Daredevil. That's kind of what this feels like it's going to be. The whole time, Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart isn't going to be Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. And then in the final battle, he's going to have the suit and do all the things and this and that. It's great. You know about Surf Dracula? Surf Dracula is a tweet. It's like Glupshita. Surf Dracula is a tweet from relatively recently. It was like, back in the day, if there was a TV show called Surf Dracula, every episode you'd see him and he'd be surfing. Mm-hmm. And you get 30 to 40 episodes of Surf Dracula surfing, and there's problems with him surfing, and now he's surfing to victory. Mm-hmm. In the streaming age, we'll get 8 episodes of Surf Dracula, and the first 7 episodes he doesn't have a surfboard, and the final 5...
And he hates surfing.
Yes.
And he used to surf, but he doesn't like it anymore.
And the final 5 minutes is him acquiring the surfboard, and he ends the show by surfing Surf Dracula.
Yeah.
That is what the streaming age has become.
It's like MacGyver. Like, in MacGyver, every episode, you'd get an episode of him, like, at the very end, figuring out how to get out of some situation by putting something together. There's always, like... That's the episode series. You don't have to do that every time, but yes, it can be annoying if you have a show where it's called X, Y, and Z, and you don't get X, Y, and Z except once.
Yeah. I don't know. This feels like Surf Dracula. Like, it's this again. It's crazy. What do you think of... People have been critiquing online the flying. How he looks in the short clip that he flies. And they've brought this up for Superman. And now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Where's the green energy going around them to fly?
Do you actually think that's a problem?
I wish that was there. You don't wish that was there?
It wasn't in Superman, right?
Yeah. So it shouldn't be in this show. I get that because continuity. But now I wish it was in Superman, and I wish it was in this.
I think there's just... I saw a rebuttal to someone's video about that, and it just showed time after time after time of Green Lanterns in animation or live action of them just not having the green outline around them. I think it looks cool, but like I was seeing like Justice League movies, like animated stuff where he didn't have it, and they were just floating.
Good
and
to know.
I was like, oh yeah, I shouldn't care about that.
I'm not necessarily complaining about it like in lore. I'm not saying I need Green Lanterns to fly with the green energy around them. I just saw an edit of the green energy around Guy Gardner and then the green energy around Hal Jordan in the clip from the Lanterns trailer, and I just think it looks cooler. Like, it looks better. It's a cool visual distinction.
Yeah, sure. I think it would look cooler.
Something I really loved...
Especially in that universe, in James Gunn's
universe.
Correct.
Something I really loved about Superman was how much more colorful it is than like a Russo Brothers MCU movie, which even though I love the Russo Brothers MCU movies... The Doomsday trailers seem to be changing this, but they're gray. They're super gray. They're kind of ugly, whatever. Like, I loved the color palette of Superman. I loved that he had a bright blue suit. The reds were really bright. The gold was bright. I liked that, and I liked the juxtaposition with that opposite the white, snowy landscape when he was in the Fortress of Solitude. Stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of wish he had the green aura around him because it would make the movies even more colorful. And especially with this show where I'm really missing the green. So did you see the clip? I don't know if it's AI. I don't know if it's fake, whatever. But I did see a video that was told to me. The person that made this video made the video and was like, here's a clip of one of the writers from Lanterns.
Oh,
and the guy starts the video and he's like, so you got Green Lanterns, and he was like, lanterns, we think green is stupid.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
it was on stage, right?
The point of the video was like, why are we hiring people that hate comic books to make comic book shows and movies? That's a fair take. I don't think I have that take quite. But if the real writer of this show was like, yeah, Green Lanterns is stupid, yeah, that's going to piss me off in the same way that it should piss a lot of people off.
I mean, it very similar to a Zack Snyder, like, attitude of, well, Batman doesn't use guns or kill people. Well, the first thing I want to do is make him kill someone.
Yeah, with a gun. Yep.
Like, probably the worst thing you could have said as a superhero director. But, yeah, I don't know if it's real or not. If it is, it's true. I mean, it's true that it's bad. I think, overall, though, the James Gunn universe doesn't seem to have that attitude.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
But why even bring that out? Why are these people getting the jobs?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know.
No disrespect. I'm not trying to take away jobs from artists.
Overall, I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like we just got a whole universe of that.
Yep.
And now we're getting a whole universe of the opposite of that. And yes,
where this is the outlier.
This is the outlier,
sure,
as opposed to being the norm.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. That's a fair take about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's our pretty in-depth thoughts on the Lanterns trailer. And is that the most we've... Yeah, that was a weird sound. I'm sorry. Is that the most we've ever talked about a trailer that wasn't like a... I can't remember. What's the trailer we've talked about the most? The Doomsday trailer.
We talked about the Spider-Man Brand New Day stuff when it was coming out a lot.
But that's not trailers.
Just the suit reveal and the...
That's not trailers. We are rumored getting a trailer March 20th. That is the rumor.
We talked about the Doomsday stuff.
Yeah, we did for a while, for sure. So that March 20th is a Friday. So our episode that Monday, if that trailer comes out, you should expect almost a full episode dedicated to that trailer. This is how much we're talking about Lanterns. Just wanted to give that out. Real quick, you want to go to Project Hail Mary now? Okay. Real quick, just so that they know, this is my last week not watching The Boys.
Okay.
Next week is my first week where I will review the first season of The Boys.
Have you subsequently
started it yet? No, I haven't started it. You know, I like to talk about it fresh and this and that, and then that's it. Now, maybe it'll be intercut with other things. I might ask you, if I finish The Boys in 3 days, I might be like, hey, I want to start season 2 ASAP. Can we film just my Boys review so that I can start season 2? Because I don't do that, you know, because that's what I did for Stranger Things. But so next week, those of you that are fans of The Boys, get excited because I'll be talking about The Boys for the first time in depth like this on the podcast. So that's something to look forward to.
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, you got a score out of 10 for me?
Yeah.
All right. Here are
our scores for Project Hail Mary out of 10.
3, 2, 1, 8 out of 10.
8.5. Yeah. It's good.
We're lower on it than the general audience.
Apparently. Because we saw...
I thought for sure you were going to be on the opposite of this. I'm so grateful.
I mean, I still think it's really good, but...
So do I. I think it's an 8 out of 10.
It's a great movie. Some people were asking me about it before they saw it because we saw it like pretty freaking early.
Yeah.
And
we saw it like a month ago, literally.
Yeah, and then some people were asking me about it, and I let them all know. Like, they were like, "Is it peak?" I was like, "It's not peak, but it's really freaking good."
But the consensus seems to be that it's like peak.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going in with wanting it to be that. So maybe they're just. I don't really have a lot of negatives. It is very good. So Project Hail Mary is still an 8.5 out of 10.
Yep.
It's great.
Yep.
It's it starts a little slow. It takes a minute to get into stuff that really makes it a great movie. It was kind of just a fine movie for a while. And
yes,
then
I agree.
Once it gets rolling, then it's great.
Yeah.
It's a lot goofier and funnier and
than I think most people are thinking it is.
Yeah, you know, you're thinking it's going to be an Interstellar. It's an Interstellar kind of with goofy, happy fun. Ryan Gosling being Ryan Gosling, which is great, by the way.
Yes, he's hilarious.
But yeah.
So we'll hop into like our just general positives later because I really want to talk about this one thing. Project Hail Mary, like, I've seen friends of the show, like good friends of our show that have been on this podcast 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, whatever, that have like come out. For example, Coy was like, this is one of the greatest movies of the last 2 decades. This is one of those generational movies. And I'm seeing that from friends of the show that we've never had on the show, like Raiders of the Lost Podcast, said this is a generation-defining movie. And I just really don't see that with this movie. And you just said, when Project Hail Mary gets going, it's great. I agree with you. But I don't think the highs of Project Hail Mary reach the highs of like a generational movie. Even then, like we have clear problems with it, like the slow start. I've got a problem with the movie later on in the movie. I've got a couple of problems, but I never think the highs of this movie reach the highs of something like one of those movies that I feel is generational, like Oppenheimer, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. You know, for me, Alien Romulus, Nora, stuff like that. Like, never once was I like, wow, that's one of the best sequences I've seen in a movie this year.
No, I don't think there is a single, like, visual space sequence or a single, like, comedic sequence or a single character moment that reaches anything like you're saying. I agree. Still, again, that's not that big of a negative because we're comparing it to generational movies.
Of course.
Like we're comparing it to 10 out of 10s here.
Absolutely.
So again, that's not really that big of a negative.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I would agree.
Well, I'm so glad to hear this because I was ready to give this an 10 out of 10. I was ready for you to give it a 10 out of 10 and this and that. And I had this whole spiel prepared that I don't think, and this is weird for me to say this, I don't think I like space movies as much as the general audience. Because other than the fact that my 2 favorite movies of all time are Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, which is not a real space movie.
They're fantasy.
They're fantasy, exactly. It's space fantasy. Other than those movies, like Interstellar, I'm lower on than you, and I think the general audience. Project Hail Mary, I seem to be 2 points lower than everybody else. I'm lower on 2001. I think 2001 is one of those movies where I think that one insists upon itself. I don't feel that way about The Godfather. I feel that way about 2001. Like, a lot of the space movies, I'm just like, yeah. So I was ready to give you that spiel when you were yelling at me and be like, look, listen, hear me out.
No.
Maybe I'm lower on space.
Maybe. And if we're comparing it, like, I feel like a lot of people are going to compare it to Interstellar.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're very different. I know they're very similar because Earth's dying, needs someone sacrificial to go and do something, whatever, in space. So yes, but in terms of like moments, I don't think the ending "Don't Let Me Leave, Murph." I don't think anything gets close to that. I don't think anything gets close to him seeing the videos of his kids grow up. I don't think there's a moment in Project Hail Mary that comes close to the docking sequence. Haha. In Interstellar,
it is a podcast about docking.
It's a podcast about docking. I don't think. Yeah, any of that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like that in Project Hail Mary. But again, Interstellar is one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Sure.
Again, so we're still comparing it to 10 out of 10.
Because it's a great movie. Like
it's still
Project Hail Mary is a great movie.
It's my favorite movie of the year so far.
Okay, so I can't wait to talk about this. It's not for me. It's my 4th favorite.
Project Hail Mary is my favorite movie of the year so far.
This is a good take.
I think.
I've got Send Help ahead of it. I've got Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die ahead of it.
Haven't seen it.
And I've got Hoppers ahead of it.
I don't have Hoppers ahead of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my number 1.
Yeah, which is fair. So for me, it's not, but, I don't like space movies as much as everybody else, clearly. But the thing with Project Hail Mary, like I want to get into some positives. Visually, it's unfucking believable.
It's great.
The space sequences are incredible. Everything looks so good. There's not a bad CGI moment. There's not a bad... They built the set of the ship. So it's all practical. It's amazing. The core of this movie is the bromance. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible. It's one of the best bromances ever put to film.
Yeah.
But I just don't think the highs of the bromance reach the highs of those generational movies that we keep comparing it to, the 10 out of 10s.
Yeah. No, in Project Hail Mary, the bromance is I don't think there's a second of it that's not enjoyable or engaging.
Yeah, sure.
Like
100% agree.
From the very... Are we doing spoilers yet?
No.
from the very first moment where they interact literally at all. You
It's
know what
great.
I mean?
Yep.
It's like I was leaning forward. I was like, "What is happening?
Yep.
What is this? I want to figure it out with them." And then you like slowly you watch them become the bromance.
Yep.
And then the ending is great from the beginning to the end. But that's when this movie really starts going. There's a lot of movie before that.
Yes.
There's part of the movie before that, and so there's the bromance part, which is the majority of the movie,
Yes.
which is great. And then there's the first part of the movie, and in the first part of the movie, I break that into two parts, and it's the prepping for the sequence, right? Prepping for the launch, and then there was a little bit more before that where he was just kind of like waking up and then getting recruited and all that.
Yep.
That was the weakest part of the movie for me.
100% agree.
That was the
I think
weakest
the
part.
opening is the worst part of this movie by
It's
far.
the weakest.
It's like, I was like, what? I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, I was so excited for this movie.
Yeah. And then it keeps getting better because then the him figuring out and doing the science experiments
Yep.
and stuff, that's a little bit better, and
Yep.
then the bromance is even better.
Yep.
So this movie goes like this.
Sure. But I don't think the ending hits as hard as I wanted it to.
It's a great ending. It is not a generational ending, but that's fine.
Sure.
The fact that this movie is even being compared to generational endings means it's a good movie.
Of course. I want to, we are talking with a friend of the show who we've had on many times about maybe coming on for another time on the podcast. And he has read the Project Hail Mary book. I'm dying to have somebody on here that's read the book that I could sit down and be like, what did they change? What was the best change they made? What was the worst change they made? What was your favorite thing that they added? What was your least favorite thing that they took out? It was upset. I want to have that conversation because this book is a very famous, very popular book, and I want to understand why exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not quite getting it from the movie. If it's just more bromance scenes, it's like, I don't know, couldn't that be, isn't that tedious after a while? I think it's the perfect amount in the movie, but a movie's 2 hours. A book is 500 pages or whatever the fuck it is. So that's just something I'm really interested in doing. But the bromance, like we said, it is great. It's the highlight. It's maybe the best thing in a movie this year. Mm-hmm. But it's not.
Why do you feel the need to keep clarifying or contextualizing it?
Sure. I'll stop. I'll shut the fuck up.
I'm just wondering.
Talking's my job, and you want to stop me from talking?
I'm not stopping you from talking. I'm stopping you for. I'm asking why you feel the need to do that.
Because everybody else is like, this is the greatest movie since sliced bread, and I don't quite get it, and I'm just confused. And I'm struggling. And I'm just like...
You're struggling.
Like, the bromance is not good enough for you to be saying these things
it's
about
good.
it.
It's fun. Some people are going to like things a little more.
Yeah.
We don't agree. We said that.
You want to talk about our biggest negative? Is your biggest negative the opening?
Probably.
I've got a bigger negative than that.
Okay.
Personally, for me. I agree with you. The opening kind of sucks. But this is a symptom... The opening being bad is a symptom of this problem, and I think it's a big problem for the movie as a whole, which is non-linear storytelling. It's a social network movie. It's a Molly's Game movie. It does not tell the movie in chronological order. You are dropped in the movie at point F, and then you go back to point A, and then you're back to point F, and then after F, and then you go and then you're back to B, and then past that, and then you're back to C, and then you're past that, all the way until we get to the point where everything combines and we get to point F with the flashbacks. And once you get to the end of the movie, you know why they told you that way. You know why it was told that way. It doesn't matter. It fucking sucks. I do not think it's good. Like, I do not think the twist that gets us to point F in the flashbacks is nearly good enough to justify killing the pacing of the movie for it.
I don't think it kills the pacing, but I might agree that the twist wasn't good, but maybe for a different reason. I don't know.
The reason, again, we are comparing this movie to 10 out of 10s. I think The Social Network is a perfect movie, 10 out of 10. I adore that movie. It's one of my 10 favorite movies of all time. The Social Network is told non-linear so that you get the moment at the end with Andrew Garfield. So that moment can happen at the end of the movie because that is the climax of the movie. So the entire movie builds to that moment. You know that there is a moment as to why Eduardo Saverin and Mark Zuckerberg are no longer friends. Bang. That's it. That moment is good enough to justify the nonlinear storytelling. And it's edited and shot well enough that I don't think the nonlinear storytelling in Social Network fucks with the pacing as much as the editing and pacing of the flashbacks in Project Hail Mary fuck with the pacing. And like you just said, the opening is the worst part of the movie. It's the worst part of the movie because of this, because they have to tell it nonlinear. And I'm sure that's how they tell it in the book. And I'm sure that in the book, it's like a crazy twist. But it's not in this movie. And so in the movie, because you only get the 2 hours and 30 minutes or however long it is. So when that happened, I was like, wow, that's why we've been doing this way. I think if that twist hit hard as fuck, I think that could have made me feel the way about the movie that other people seem to be feeling about it, that it's generational, but I'm not feeling that way at all. This is the first time since probably The Flash where I'm on this podcast, and I'm just confused as to why the consensus, at least among our friends that have seen the movie so far, is so high.
Well, you were lower on The Flash. You gave The Flash like a 6.
But I was correct about The Flash. The general public thought The Flash was a 6. I kind of feel like the general public might think that this is an 8. I can't imagine. I know several of our, I talk to our audience, our community, our fans daily, whether I'm responding to DMs or this or that. I know so many people by name that I'm like, that have reached out, kind of like what you said, where they're like, it's Project Hail Mary peak, and I'm like, I think you're gonna give this an 8 out of 10. It's a great movie, but it's not this generational, the best movie ever thing. I got a DM to my personal account that was something along the lines of, you guys predicted that Project Hail Mary was going to be a 10 out of 10. It was that or The Odyssey 2 weeks ago on this episode, which I remember doing with you. And they were like, after seeing so-and-so's review and so-and-so's review and so-and-so's review, I'm so excited for you guys to have proven yourselves right on the Monday that you guys review it. And I was like, I almost DM'd him back and I was like, hey, that's not what's going on here. No, I didn't. But yeah, I'm not, that's why I keep having to explain myself. I'm just a little confused is all. And
well,
I'm not,
who all have you seen talk about it?
Raiders of the Lost podcast raved about it. Coy raved about it. And Soups raved about it. Heavy. And so those are 3 friends of the show that are core members of the community that are all talking about it being like a generational movie. And I respect all of them for feeling that way. And I understand a little bit, but I'm just kind
Coy said it was one of the best movies of the last 2 decades?
Yep. Brandon Davis is also that high on it, friend of the show. It's just, no disrespect to any of those. I love every single one of those people that I just named, but I do disagree with them on this. I'm just not feeling it this way.
Are we doing any spoilers?
Yeah, we can. But like, when I walked out of Across the Spider-Verse, I was like, yeah. And I was lower on Oppenheimer maybe than the general public because we got a lot of hate because we were like, yeah, Civil War is better than Oppenheimer.
That's correct.
But Oppenheimer, I walked out of that and he's like, you know that equation where we thought we'd kill the world? We did. When I walked out, I was like, oh, that's a moment in my life that I will remember for the rest of my life. I don't feel that way at all about Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I think I'll remember the bromance for a while.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because is this the most personal I'll ever get on a regular episode? Maybe. Maybe it's because a bromance is maybe harder for me personally to understand right now, just where I am in a place in my life with some things that have recently happened to me.
Not me.
Not him.
That's what it sounded like.
Not him.
No, yeah.
But where it's like,
who are you? You're the rock guy?
Between the two of us?
And I'm Ryan?
Yeah, because you're hot as fuck.
No,
and you've got the facial hair, and I'm Rocky because I don't understand how to communicate with you properly.
Yeah, I have to like put you in a bubble and like add a translator, and then still I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, that was kind of spoilery, so
yeah, oops.
We'll just top it to spoilers for Project Hail Mary right now.
Sure.
Spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Go see it. Definitely go see it. Go see it in IMAX. It's a gorgeous movie.
It is gorgeous. I don't think I have anything specific to say other than what I've said. Is I feel like it goes like this. The bromance is great.
Yeah.
The ending of Project Hail Mary, right?
Yeah, it's a bit abrupt.
A little. You know, they kind of wrap things up quickly. But I do think it's cute.
Sure.
Especially for his character, because he starts the movie by teaching, right? And that's kind of just what he's good at now, what he wants to do, even though he's this great. But he was still able to use his greatness to both save the Earth and save Rocky's Earth. And now he lives there, and they still gave you like a little tidbit of like maybe they can get him home if he really wants to, you know. But in the meantime, he's just doing what he does,
He's teaching his rocks,
which is science and teaching science.
and it's cute,
and it's really freaking cute.
and he gets to be friends with Rocky forever potentially.
Yes. Ryan Gosling continues to be. I don't know why I don't bring him up as like one of my favorite actors of all time, but I gotta start doing that.
Yeah, he's so good.
I don't know if I've ever seen him in something that I haven't just adored him in. He's great in this. I mean, he's talking to something that isn't there for most of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you feel like they're best friends, dude. Like, that's so impressive.
Hammer home what you're saying right now. He is acting opposite nothing.
Yeah.
And when he's aggravated with Rocky, you so believe it. When he's happy with Rocky, you so believe it. I can't imagine how hard that is as an actor.
There are so many moments in the movie, because I don't even know if they had the voice going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's so many moments in the movie that are just pleasant. I guess
I agree.
That's the best word for it.
I agree.
These two people are trying to save literally billions of lives.
Yeah.
And all they have are each other, and they're doing calculations and you know, the sleeping next to each other thing, and then obviously in Project Hail Mary the sacrifice, where you think as soon as you know he's not dead. I thought they might have killed him, because when he puts him in the, and then he saves Rocky saves Ryan, and then he just kind of slumps onto the floor, and he was still burning alive or whatever. I was like, oh well, he's freaking dead.
Yeah.
But then you see him in the little bubble thing, and you're like, I'm glad he's still alive, so that they can be bros. The thing that you're talking about it ending a little bit too quickly, because it does go from, oh, he's dead, to we're gonna go our separate ways, to never mind, we're not gonna go our separate ways, I gotta come back and save you, to I'm teaching science
At your planet.
really quickly.
Really quick.
Yeah.
And again, that comes from the pacing of the nonlinear storytelling, because the flashbacks are so fucking long.
Did you care about the woman?
No.
And
And I'm sure you do in the book, and that's why I'm dying to talk to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
is it a tremendous, awful betrayal what she does at the end? And do they sell us more on him not wanting to go? That's the things that we need to find out from the book, is does the book really hammer home that Ryan Gosling does not feel that he is the right person for this job? Is that hammered way harder? Because I don't think that's hammered properly at all in this movie. And so that betrayal, I'm like, well, yeah, that makes perfect sense from her perspective. And that makes perfect sense for his perspective, because we know he's perfect for space. Because we don't spend that much time with him not knowing what's going on. Like, is that the first 6 chapters of the book? Is him not knowing at all what's going on? That's interesting. But you don't have the time to do that in a movie, you know?
yeah, I didn't really want them to spend more time on that. Yeah, I feel like I don't know what they were trying to do with her character, because she was kind of just there as like the government, I'm recruiting you person. And then like they started to try and form a relationship between her and Ryan, and they had that karaoke moment, and then the talking outside moment, and they were talking about, you know, do you love anyone or whatever, and like, you know, do you do anything other than work? And then she came in there and sang a song about whatever. And I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to make us feel connected. I just didn't necessarily with her or.
But
or
I
that.
liked. There were plenty of flashback scenes that I liked. I liked him and Carl. Was that his name?
The little security guard guy.
Security guard.
Yeah, all of that was great.
That was so fun.
When they were, you know, Carl, we're parents. Cute, hilarious. Love that.
And it sets up. It's a good indicator for the bromance that's going to come with Rocky. But it's just, and at the end he sends the stuff to her, and she's like, "We've got our stuff. He did his job." And it's just like, what, she gets a hero's ending? It reminds me of Vera Farmiga in the second Godzilla movie. It's like, she doesn't deserve a hero's ending. She's a fucking bitch.
Didn't Vera Farmiga like kill people though?
Responsible for the death of like billions of people in that movie.
Yeah.
And she gets a hero's death. It's terrible. That movie sucks.
But she didn't do that in this movie.
Of course
She
not.
literally, she kidnaps one person
to save the
world.
planet.
Yeah.
It does. So, again, this is a much better movie than Godzilla King of the Monsters. Are we dealing with audio problems?
No, I just need to fix something for next time. But it's not that big of a deal.
You want to pause?
No, that's fine. My audio gain is turned up higher than yours, so I will just have to boost your audio more in post.
I can be louder if you would like.
Please, gosh, no.
Okay. I can be softer if you
Nope,
would like.
just be exactly what you were, which is annoying.
That's why I'm Rocky. Because I'm being super nice and I'm helping him save his world, and he just calls me
Rocky is way cuter than you.
They made a Lego set, a Project Hail Mary Lego set. And
Really?
It comes with a little Rocky and it comes with a little Ryan Gosling.
That's so cute.
Are you going to buy it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Are you?
I might.
Because it's a generational movie?
No. If it was a generational movie, I probably would have bought it. It's also $100.
Anything else?
Big. Yeah, what else do you want to talk about other than the movie?
No, that's good. Go see it.
100%.
Go see it.
Go see it.
Just for Rocky and Ryan Gosling, man. They're so fun.
You think this movie makes money?
Yeah, I think it makes a solid
I think
amount.
so too, because the reviews have been so positive.
Yeah.
And a big reason why I think it makes a lot of money is Interstellar is so popular, and
Yeah.
they are marketing it like they are like, this is the new Interstellar. That's like how they're marketing it.
Kinda.
And it's been 12 years since Interstellar. Can you believe that?
And it's still peak. It's so freaking good. You brought up, I think it was maybe on the Patreon, you brought up the fact that there are no more superstars or movie stars.
Movie stars, Ryan Gosling, you think?
Just movie characters.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I think of Ryan Gosling, I don't think of a singular character.
Sure.
But anytime I see him in anything, I want to go see it.
Yes, and I will give you that, and I will tell you that, like, that's fair if you want to say Ryan Gosling's a movie star. But Fall Guy, despite it being great, flopped to shit.
Yeah.
It couldn't have made less money.
Yeah, that was weird.
So it's like, yeah, I'd like to think he's a movie star because, like, Barbie was a huge hit, but
All
Barbie's
movies-
an IP.
I think all movie stars have some flops, though. Right? Schwarzenegger did some stuff that was...
Your boy, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey doesn't flop at the box office. He doesn't. If Jim Carrey's in a movie, it's a fucking hit.
Because he's the GOAT. Too bad he doesn't exist anymore.
We talked about that for a little while on the Patreon. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up if he had any flops.
Yeah.
Despite his immense 1990s success, Jim Carrey experienced notable career flops and critical duds.
The cable guy.
The Cable
that one
Guy.
was not popular. Yeah, that's true.
Often other-sided failures, poorly... Oh, Lemony Snicket did not do well. But overall, he did quite well for himself.
Yeah.
Then they had to replace him.
With a clone.
Or an android or something. All right, you want to answer some questions?
I do.
All right.
Do you want to answer some questions?
I do. I love answering y'all's questions. Okay. And some of these are old, so if they are time sensitive and don't make any sense, skip it. Do you think all three Spider-Men wearing the symbiote in Secret Wars would top the portal scene?
No. Don't have all three of them wearing
Stop
it.
acting like anything's ever going to top the portal scene. Like, just stop it.
I think
Stop
something
it.
could top the portal scene. What if it's like a really good bromance in a movie between a Rock and Ryan Gosling? You didn't like that? I thought that was pretty funny. Do you think...
The silence was that you created.
Sure.
It was a little funny.
Do you think they'll ever make another Spider-Verse movie after Beyond, or will that be the last one ever?
I think they'll do spinoffs.
I think there was an interview after... I think there was an interview recently for Project Hail Mary where they asked Lord and Miller, they were like, is this the last Spider-Verse movie ever? And they were like, this is the last of this trilogy. That's enough where I'm like, oh, 100% we're getting 15 of these. Especially if Beyond makes like $1 billion, which I think is possible because of the cliffhanger.
Yeah. Are you excited for the new Stranger Things show? Because I'm pretty worried about it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Why are you worried about it? You should ask them.
Why are you worried about it?
Nothing? What would you have to be worried about it? Like what could,
I think I'm just going in with low expectations, so I don't think I'm gonna get
who cares?
disappointed. Like,
If it sucks, who cares?
Yeah.
They've already made the shittiest thing from that show. It's season 3. Would you rather, 1, change genders every time you sneeze, or 2, not be able to tell the difference between a baby or a muffin? I think we answered this question on the podcast before.
Yeah, I think we have. Have we answered this one? Who's solving a mystery quicker? Penguins of Madagascar in Knives Out universe, or Benoit Blanc in the Madagascar universe? Penguins of Madagascar. Rico's crazy enough. to just pull out a flamethrower from his throat and then like threaten a woman, and then she'll just be like, "I did it."
Is the Penguins of Madagascar movie a mystery? Is the octopus a big reveal? I think he is.
Yeah, because he's disguised as a human.
Yeah. My take is I think that I've seen them both uncover mysteries in a single movie, and it usually takes them the full length of the movie. So I'm going to say it's a tie.
Okay.
What do you think about that? You like that?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good logic.
Thank you. Would you rather see a Christopher Nolan Spider-Man or a Sam Raimi Batman?
We answered this before.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
This is terrible. I don't like this at all.
Sam Raimi Batman.
Agreed. Horror. Yep. Perfect take, actually.
We haven't answered this. If you could turn invisible, how many times would you watch your co-host mom shower? I'm going to tell you.
No, we have not answered that question.
I don't have to turn invisible.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I knew it. You know, only one of us has been called sexy on air by the other's mother, and it wasn't you by my mother.
My mom's funnier than your mom. I'm kidding. Okay, keep going.
When will you guys watch Arcane on Netflix? It's short and amazing.
Arcane's great. Arcane's amazing.
You've seen all of it. You were at the premiere for season 2.
Arcane's peak, dude. It's so good.
I should watch it, yes?
Sure, yeah, it's super short.
Yeah.
They kind of shove like 4 seasons worth of stuff in season 2 because they're trying to. It's kind of like Andor where they know it's ending, so they do a bunch of stuff in season 2. They go from like, little, fights and starting to dabble with like some science magic stuff to like literally fighting God and a war starting and time travel and all this stuff in season 2. It's crazy. So you talking the first 4 episodes of JJK season 3. What did you think of the Maki fight in episode 4? Best of the series? If not, what's the top 3 fights in JJK and how would you compare them to Demon Slayer in the same conversation? I am not as high on JJK fights as most people. I think Shibuya was a little like too much. I think they were just kind of going crazy in Shibuya, and they just threw so many characters. They brought the characters from the movie that were dead and then got reincarnated, and then they got Maharaga fighting not Satoru. Satoru got trapped. What's the main bad guy's name?
Xi Jinping.
I think that was racist. I'm not sure. But bad guy JJK. What the frick is his name? Sukuna. Gosh dang it.
Oh, I know Sukuna.
Anyways, and they were blowing up whole cities. They're great. They're fun. The Maki fight is obviously amazing. You've seen Kill Bill? They take a character and they just make an anime out of Kill Bill. It's literally the same. The one where she fights like 40 ninjas at once. They basically do that in the anime. Mm-hmm. It's great. And then she fights someone and just he's super fast and he's like running around the whole city and he's like coming to kill her and she clocks it and turns around and just punches his face into the ground and breaks his face. It's awesome. So the Maki fight is probably my favorite of the series because it's also a callback to like a real movie and stuff. So I like that connection. It was a lot of fun. And also it's like a revenge story, which apparently was a little bit different in the
manga.
And yeah, and some people didn't like it. I don't know about all that, but you really wanted her to kill all those people. But season 3 of JJK has been very confusing so far, as JJK always is. But personally, I think the Demon Slayer fights in general are a lot better. Not a lot better, but definitely better.
Well, that was great because that was kind of a solo answer.
Okay, you got one?
I've got one.
Okay.
Alex, do you play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game or do you just watch the anime? If you do play the card game, what deck do you run and what is your favorite card? Mine is Red Eyes Black Dragon. So this is great. This is awesome. So I grew up on the anime, loved all the animes. I specifically lean towards OG, Gen 1, the Duel Monsters, all that. Battle City is so peak. And Duelist Kingdom is fun, but Battle City is really peak to me. And I do love GX. GX is an awesome sequel series. 5Ds kind of loses me, and I don't know anything after 5Ds. So for the game, I played a lot right before they came out with XCs. So Synchros existed and stuff like that, but right before they come out with XCs, I played a lot. I would go into tournaments and this and that. And I was pretty young at the time. And then I don't know if XC's coming out like lost me or if it lost me before, whatever. It did price me out. I was like this 11-year-old kid, and Yu-Gi-Oh's so fucking expensive. So I did get priced out of it pretty early. And then I kind of had what you would call like a dark ages. And then when I got to be 15 or 16, I got into it again by watching the anime, but I was very casual about it. And then my senior year of high school, one of my good friends was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On your iPad? And he was like, fuck yeah, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On my iPad. And I was like, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On my iPad. And so we played together, and that got the fucking ball rolling. I was buying more cards than I ever have. I had like a ton of decks I was running. I would go to tournaments. That's when I was like 17-ish, 18. I would do a lot of online stuff, and then I lost it again. Again, Yu-Gi-Oh's really fucking expensive. And so I got out of it, and then I've been, I love the anime. I love that they're making a Lego set. I've tuned in a couple of times. I think this new format that they're doing, which is Genesis, the game, Andrew, it's just too fast. A game is 2 turns, and that's a long game. You know what I'm saying? And the combos, it takes too long and this and that, and the cards are so expensive. This isn't fun anymore. We get this new way of playing, so GOAT format's becoming way more popular. I would totally play GOAT format. The only issue is like this question asks, I love Cyber Dragon, and Cyber Dragon isn't available in GOAT format, but I want to play Cyber Dragon no matter what. So they do have this new thing, Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis, where every card is legal, but it's like a point system. Well, this card is like 50 points, and you only get 100 points to spend. Stuff like that. That is awesome for me.
Interesting.
Because it's going to allow shittier decks to be able to be played, like Cyber Dragon, which has been completely and utterly power crept. So I run, Cyber Dragon's my favorite deck. My favorite card, probably Cyber Dragon Infinity. I think the art on it, especially the Secret Rares, so fucking sick. But also OG Cyber Dragon. I've got this retro poster back here. Right here, I've got Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon, because that's one of my favorite newer cards, because it's awesome to give a meta card to Cyber Dragons. Yeah, that's it. That's my long-winded answer.
I'm super excited for the R-rated Clayface movie. Is there any other Batman villain or DC villain in general that you'd like to see a solo project in the DCU?
After Penguin, there's plenty.
Yeah, I mean, if it's done well, there could be a lot. For Batman, I've always found Dr. Hugo Strange particularly fascinating, and I think he's grounded enough to do a sort of Clayface Penguin creepy, weird something with.
Completely agree. You know what I really want to see? Because I can't imagine they make anything with Professor Pig ever.
That was my other answer.
But I would love to see a villain project like Penguin, where the villain of the show or movie is Professor Pig. Because I don't think we're ever going to see Professor Pig in a legitimate Batman thing, because we're never going to get a Batman show, live action, I mean. We're never going to get a Batman show. We're only going to get Batman movies. Professor Pig is never going to be a villain in a Batman movie. So I would love to get like a Batman show where it's a Scarecrow show, but the villain, like how the villain of Penguin was Maroni, the villain of like a Scarecrow show or something is Professor Pig. I think that could be really fucking cool.
I like that.
Yeah. How
old?
Yeah.
If you had to get rid of one of the following TV shows, which would you choose? For me, Atlas, Stranger Things, Sons of Anarchy, X-Men 97. For Alex, Haunting of Hill House, Andor, Invincible, Daredevil.
You're going to get rid of one?
Yeah. Mine's pretty easy.
What is yours?
X-Men 97.
Repeat mine.
Haunting of Hill House, Andor, Invincible, Daredevil.
Legitimately, Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
Even though it's a favorite of mine of that list, you've legitimately heard it for me. Legitimately.
I'm sorry.
And, yeah, just every time I think it, it's like, oh, they should have showed that night. It should have just been the scariest scene you could have possibly made. And if you did that, it's just so much better. You completely sold me on that, and it's the least amount of content that I'm losing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's 2 seasons of Andor. There's now 4, about to be 5 seasons of Daredevil. There's 3 seasons, about to be 4 seasons of Invincible. I don't want to lose any of that.
Same kind of argument with X-Men 97. It's one
Yeah,
season.
sure,
Atlas, Stranger Things, and Sons of Anarchy. And I have way more memories with the other ones. I love X-Men 97.
I'm going to switch out X-Men 97, because I don't think I would have submitted that as a 4 favorite shows. Make that AOT. Now which one are you
that's
cutting?
That's a lot freaking harder.
Yeah, that's a lot harder. Like X-Men 97 is just so new for you and everything.
I've been getting a lot of AOT edits on my TikTok recently. It's just unbelievable.
You're not cutting AOT. So what are you cutting? You're cutting Sons of Anarchy.
I'm probably cutting Sons of Anarchy.
Switch AOT with Breaking Bad. Are you cutting Breaking Bad? Or you're cutting Sons of Anarchy?
Personally, I'm probably cutting Breaking Bad, even though I think
it's better.
The last 3 seasons of Breaking Bad are better, but Sons of Anarchy was just way more fun to watch with my friend Logan.
Yeah.
AOT, obviously, because it's amazing, I think it's one of the best things ever written, but I am also excited to rewatch it because I've only ever watched it once, and I think it is the prime example of you need to rewatch a show and you'll like it more on second watch. So one day I will eventually do that, and I am looking forward to it.
It would be fun if you showed me AOT for my first time and it's your second time and you're like, oh my gosh,
dude, I'd be freaking out every other episode.
We could react to that.
That'd be nuts. Andrew, what is your system for budgeting?
It's too much. Don't listen to his budgeting.
No, if you want to be rich, I can help you with that. No,
you want to be richer, I can help you with that.
Well, I'll just tell the system that I use.
Please.
The app is called YNAB. It's WNAB. You need a budget. YNAB.
Oh, funny.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
And you budget everything. Less? Something non-movie and TV show related things you guys are excited for this year. What a great question.
There are other things.
That's good.
Potentially becoming a member of the Magic Castle.
Oh,
I think that'd be fun. Most of the stuff that I do is peripherally related to I love creating stuff for people to do. I'm really enjoying the game show series that I'm doing, but obviously that's about movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
You're gonna say some sports thing?
Yeah, the Rams made a blockbuster trade this past week for Trent McDuffie, superstar cornerback from the Kansas City Chiefs. That was definitely the weak spot of our defense. Certainly cost us several games, including potentially the NFC Championship game. So that was a big need, and that's been filled somewhat. So yeah, I'm excited for Rams season. I love football season. I'm always excited for the NFL draft. That is my favorite day of the year. But something I can't believe. I am now excited about this. I can't stop thinking about this. I'm so excited for you to buy this house because I cannot wait to see how you decorate it. And I cannot wait to help with that. You said you were like, yeah, Luke's going to help with everything. I can't wait to see where I'm walking down a hallway and it's 5 signed things. You've got the 4 Avengers posters in there. You're taking those with you, obviously. I can't wait to see how this house
everything.
Is. Of course you are.
Those 2 TVs are mine. That sofa's mine.
Guess what? I paid for half that OLED.
Did you?
I did. I've got the fucking.
You'll have to show me.
I paid you $1,100 for that.
Okay.
So I'm happy for you to have it. You owe me $1,100.
No, you can keep it. I got the other one. Luke's gonna bully me anyways. Luke's gonna decorate my house. Luke's gonna do everything. Yeah, I would say potentially becoming a homeowner is something I'm excited for. Obviously, I'm gonna miss being here and seeing everyone and OG. We're still gonna do OG2s and connections, but it's just gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited. It's an interesting adult step to take.
That's just I don't want to own a house until the house is sick as fuck. I've had that mindset my entire life. If I can't buy a house that's going to be the coolest house ever, I'm not going to buy a house. Mm-hmm. That's always been how I've thought about it. But I've always fantasized about once I've got a house, that's my forever house. I bought this house, how I decorate it, what's the man cave going to look like where I watch football games and movies and stuff. I would love a movie theater, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I've always fantasized. So now I get to do that vicariously through you. I get to watch you, professional nerd, decorate a house. Is so exciting to me.
I hope that this isn't a forever home. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I hope my next one will be better.
Yeah, sure.
But we'll see. We shall see. Do you think Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom could dethrone Thanos as the best MCU villain?
No. I know you're going to say no, and I'm also going to say no.
You know how stupid it would be that he would be the best villain and best hero?
But can you imagine if he is?
It's just annoying to think about.
What if we walk out of Doomsday and we're like, oh, yeah, like, Doom is the best by far? Like, what if that's the consensus?
I would be annoyed.
You'd even be annoyed about what a positive feeling that we got the best MCU villain in 2026?
Yes.
Fair.
Because it feels weird. That is Iron Man. I am looking at Iron Man.
Would you be okay with it if he never takes off the mask?
Well, that's not what they're doing.
No, I don't think so either. But would you be okay with it if he never take off the mask?
Then why did they cast him? There's not a scenario in here that
for box office.
That's stupid. That's weird. I don't know.
So interesting. If you could make the best Spider-Man movie, however, you can only use past movies as building blocks. For example, you could use No Way Home, Spider-Man fighting Spider-Man 3, Venom, with the plot of Spider-Man 1. What would you do? You can only use live action movies. That is hard.
I love it. Hold on. Okay, so categories are plot, character, plot, and villains. We can do a little bit more. Start with villain. I mean, Green Goblin.
Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin.
Great. Plot.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Literally, I was going to put that at the bottom of the list.
What's a better plot?
Than
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Than Spider-Man
just
No Way
wanting
Home to impress Iron Man the whole movie?
No, him be the true friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You're a jackass.
By becoming an Avenger and being Iron Boy Jr.? You cannot be serious.
The point of the movie is he says no to Iron Man at the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie? You got a whole movie before that we watched.
Yeah. Well, what's a better plot than Spider-Man Homecoming?
I would take...
It's not Spider-Man 1. We're not doing an origin.
Okay, Spider-Man 2 then.
You, of all people, Mr. I like Spider-Man to be awesome. You want the plot of the movie to be he loses his powers because he's having an existential crisis?
No.
You, of all people? Thank you very much.
No, I don't. I've been
So then why are you picking Spider-Man 2? What? I'm sure you want to pick TASM 2, but then a million fucking...
No.
We need a million villains.
What's the plot of TASM 1?
Origin, he wants to kill his uncle's killer, and then everybody's going to be turned into a lizard, and he needs to stop that. It sucks. It's not TASM 1.
But it's simple, so I feel like we can mold it.
So if the villain is Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, he wants everybody in the city to be Green Goblin. He wants to spread the gas.
Yeah, he wants to do something evil. He doesn't have to turn them into goblins.
But then it's an origin, and it's a darker origin. I don't want a darker origin.
What darker how?
Because he's like trying to kill the guy the whole movie.
Okay.
It's very Dark Knight Spider-Man. TASM 1.
That's normal Spider-Man.
Normal Spider-Man is not Dark Knight Spider-Man.
I mean, in terms of just the origin.
And it's not, as much as we sing the praises of No Way Home, it's not No Way Home. No Way Home, the plot is bad.
What about Spider-Verse?
It's not bad, but he said only live actions.
Frick.
The plot being...
I'm not doing Homecoming.
Everybody forgets it. It's the best one here. You just brought up Simplicity. It's Simplicity, and he's like legitimately just doing...
Okay, are you going to take out the Iron Man stuff?
Yes. Because it's just...
if you
at its core, he's doing neighborhood stuff. He's helping somebody get their bike back after it was stolen, help somebody that got their purse stolen, whatever. And then something actually bigger happens that is, instead of Michael Keaton, it's Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, causing a muck. And he needs to muster up the courage to do that in spite of, and make the choice to choose to save the day over going to Homecoming and doing things that he wants to with his friends.
Sure, but you got to take out a large chunk of the movie to do that.
No,
for me,
you don't. Because you are acting like this entire movie, he's just trying to impress Iron Man. Yes, that's a part of it. And
it's a very large part of the movie, Alex. It's bigger. It's a bigger part of the movie than Toby losing his powers.
That is not true.
That is true.
That is not true.
That is true. Iron Man is throughout that movie. That sequence, while I don't like it, is part of that movie, but not beginning, middle, and end. It starts with a montage with him with Iron Man. It starts with the conversation of him talking to Iron Man, and then it's him saving him from the lake, and then it's him saving him at the boat, and then it's them at the end too. And everything in between that is him trying to talk to Happy. It's it's the DNA of the movie.
I just disagree.
Yes. Okay, anyways, we're the action and swinging we're taking from TASM 2.
Agreed.
Okay. All right, we can move on.
Suit, TASM 2.
We can only take one thing from each movie. So I'm taking Spider-Man 1 suit.
No, I wouldn't. I would take Homecoming suit.
No, that's so... stop it.
What's the best Spider-Man suit other than... Is it Toby, really?
Yeah, of course it's Toby! Of course it's Toby!
We could take black suit.
Toby black suit?
Yeah.
Sure.
So we'll do black suit Toby.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do Willem Dafoe villain.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do plot of Homecoming.
Without Iron Man. So rip out 50% of the movie. And then,
Fuck you.
And then the swinging and the action from TASM 2.
Swinging and action from TASM 2. That's an awesome movie we just made. I'm proud of you. A couple more.
What is the best year for superhero? Will this be the best year for superhero television?
Television made me vomit in my mouth. X-Men 97, Lanterns,
Daredevil.
Wonder
Man.
Wonder Man was a great start. It could be, for sure. Could it be the best year for superhero movies? Spider-Man and Doomsday are just wonderful, and Supergirl. What's the best year for superhero movies ever?
We've talked about this.
Yeah, but I can't remember what we always say.
I can't remember either, and then we're going to have to go through and Google a bunch of stuff, and I don't want to do that.
Sure. Last year was pretty great.
Last year was pretty good.
Could this year be better than last year?
We also get The Boys, we get Invincible, we get Daredevil, we get X-Men 97.
This year will be. 2026 will be the best year for superhero television.
We get Spider-Man, we got Wonder Man already.
Can 2026 be a better year for superhero movies than 2025?
Yeah, of course it can be. It's going to be tough.
Will it be? Because last year was great.
Say Spider-Man is on par with Superman.
Ugh.
Okay?
I'm salivating right now.
Say it is. Ugh. Do you think Doomsday, Supergirl, and Clayface will be Fantastic Four Thunderbolts?
I don't know if you could tell, I'm emotional thinking about Spider-Man being as good as Superman. If Spider-Man's as good as Superman, this could be the best year of my life. Yes. Yeah. I'm putting my foot down, yes. Okay. I think Doomsday, Supergirl, and Clayface will be better than the combination of Brave New World, Fantastic Four, and Thunderbolts.
But Supergirl and Clayface can very easily be worse than Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four.
I don't know if Clayface will be. I think Clayface
can easily has the chance to be. We haven't seen anything about the movie. It's a movie about a Batman villain.
I think I'm
I know the person involved is great, but
I'm higher on experimental horror than you are. Probably one of my most anticipated movies for the rest of the year comes out next week. It's called Undertone. Have you seen the trailers
A24.
for it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, what a trailer. But so I think I loved Talk to Me was my third favorite movie 2 years ago of the year 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm generally higher on horror than you, so maybe this is a thing. But I think I'm nicer to the really well done, really contained superhero story like Deadpool. I think Deadpool's better than the entire MCU. It's not grander than the entire MCU, but it's just a better made movie than any MCU movie in my opinion.
You like it more than everything in the MCU? You like it more?
I think I'd be...
You like it more than Infinity War?
I think I'd be hard-pressed to say I like Deadpool more than Infinity War. But there's no question in my mind that I think it's a better movie.
Okay.
Infinity War is one of my favorite movies of all time. If we're talking about just favorites. Just straight favorites, not best. But there's no question in my mind that Deadpool is a better made film. So what I'm trying to say to you is it's like Clayface, I think, could easily be the best superhero movie of this year. Easily.
Yeah, that just doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Yeah, I understand why it doesn't. I'm just saying why it does for me.
I think it could be good. I think I could really enjoy it, but there's no way I'm going to like it more than... I mean, maybe. I mean, it's possible, but like I would not bet money that I would like it more than Superman, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Spider-Man.
You loved Alien Romulus. You didn't love it as much as I did, but you loved it.
I loved it, yeah.
Alien Romulus, did you like better than Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, or Superman?
Better than Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts.
But not better than Superman.
No.
Me neither, by the way. Okay. If Clayface is as good as Alien, you don't think Clayface has a possibility to be as good as Alien Romulus?
I don't assume most things will be as good as Alien Romulus.
That's fair, because Alien Romulus is fucking awesome.
Exactly. Alien Romulus is the outlier here.
Yeah,
I'm not going in betting on Clayface being as good as Alien Romulus. No, I'm not.
But it's like, that's its peak, is my point. I'm not expecting Clayface to be Alien Romulus, but I do think it's possible that it's Alien Romulus. You don't think it's possible that it's Alien Romulus?
It is. Anything is possible.
This is the best question of the day, by the way.
Okay, let's go to it.
You want to go to it?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. All right, you don't think it's possible. I mean, you think it's possible, but it's not likely.
Correct.
I don't think it's likely, but I think I'm giving it more possibility than you are.
Sure.
And that's where we're at. That's where we differ. Mm-hmm. This has been a great fan segment. You've brought a lot of moxie to this one today. I'm proud of you. Let's finish at home, because this is one of the best fan segment questions I've ever read in my life. Rank the James Gunn and Russo brothers movies, superhero movies combined.
Okay.
Amazing. Amazing.
So just the movies,
so
right?
It's the 4 Russo brothers movies, which are Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. And then it's the 3 Guardians movies and Superman.
Yeah. So we'll start at the bottom.
Guardians 2.
Guardians 2 is
I love you.
Right? Okay, great.
We've started great.
And
You
then
ready?
after that, everything...
Guardians 3.
Oh, wait, we also have the Suicide Squad.
I love you. Great memory there.
After that, after Guardians 2, everything on this list is peak. Like, this is gonna suck.
I gotta write this down. So how many movies is this? This is 9? Because 4 Russos and 5.
Man, he's done 5. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
No, the Russos are better.
He's the GOAT. It's unbelievable, this guy. Okay. Infinity War, Endgame.
Endgame's gonna be kind of low on this.
Mm-hmm. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Suicide Squad.
This is gonna be so fun. This is gonna be so fun.
Guardians 2, Guardians 3, Superman.
You've got all 9 there?
Yeah.
All right.
So
I've got 1 through 9 here. I've got Guardians 2 at last. Mm-hmm. What is next? Is it Guardians 3 or is it Endgame? Because one of those two.
We have to put Endgame over Guardians 3, I think.
Let me check. I currently have Guardians 3 1 spot ahead of Endgame.
But I probably don't.
Yeah.
And it's an Avengers movie, so I think
so. We'll do Guardians 3. Guardians 3 being 8th place
is nuts.
Nuts. That's how good all these movies are. Now we're putting Endgame in 7th place.
Correct.
Now we really start having a difficult time.
Okay, let's just kind of go through this.
Is Infinity War 1?
Yeah, I think it will be.
Okay, so Infinity War's 1.
Yes, and then
and I want to put Civil War at 2. You want to put Winter Soldier at 2.
But I'll give you Civil War.
Great. Civil War 2. Then Winter Soldier 3.
Then it has to be Superman.
Winter Soldier's 3. Superman is 4.
So then we just have Guardians and Suicide Squad. I think Guardians is over Suicide Squad.
Guardians is over Suicide Squad.
It makes me sick to my stomach.
That TSS, the Suicide Squad is 6, is crazy.
Nuts.
Guardians is 5. So the final ranking is, for every Russo brothers superhero movie and James Gunn superhero movie. The final ranking is Guardians 2 in 9th place, Guardians 3 at 8th place, Avengers Endgame in 7th place, The Suicide Squad in 6th place, Guardians 1 at 5th place, Superman at 4th place, Winter Soldier at 3rd place, Civil War in 2nd place, Infinity War at 1st place. I do want to make this clear. This is a list you and I made together, considering both of our tastes. Both of our individual lists would be different. You'd probably have Winter Soldier at 1 instead of 3.
No, I put Winter Soldier at 2.
Okay. And then, like, I'd have Guardians 3 ahead of Endgame. I maybe would have The Suicide Squad ahead of Guardians. But it's very ticky-tack.
There are parts of The Suicide Squad that are better and funnier than the first Guardians. Probably, maybe. But it's close enough that I love the Guardians more, that I want to give them the edge. The fact that Superman's 4 is crazy. This list is just nuts.
This list is awesome.
It's nuts.
There's also maybe an argument, maybe. I may make you mad with this, but I don't think so because you love Superman about as much as I do. There's maybe a world where I would put Superman ahead of Winter Soldier.
It makes me uncomfortable that you say that.
I know.
But I'm not mad at it.
You're the number one Winter Soldier guy I know.
I just rewatched it. I just couldn't believe it.
It's so good. But Superman is
the longer I sit with Superman, the more I'm just ready to like kill people.
Are you going to give it a 10 out of 10 at some point?
Yeah.
Are you giving Superman 2025 a 10 out of 10?
There are problems with it.
Oh, there are.
There are. You know what I mean? And I think we're forgetting that because of all the positives. But the positives might make up for it.
The river, it's too much. We're just doing too much. It's too much.
But that doesn't bother me as much as you.
Joey.
It doesn't bother me as much
as you. It's too much. It is.
It just means so much to me, man.
But that ending is the best superhero ending on this list. No, Infinity War's better.
Infinity War.
And Endgame is also better. And Guardians 3 might be better. That ending for Superman. Oh.
Dude, look at this list. I want you to look at your phone. Look at the list. I want you to just hold on.
You're going to say, I know what you're going to say.
No, you're not. You don't. Just imagine these movies.
Yeah.
Imagine how they make you feel.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it suck to just not watch these movies or watch these movies and be like, this isn't movies?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are people out there that don't get to it. Like, I guess they have other things in their life that they enjoy, but like, it would suck if I wouldn't be able. If I couldn't watch these and have fun with them.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a great thing, and you know I love that you just fucking said that because that opens a whole can of worms, which is,
It's like people want us to hate Superman and hate these things. Like, no, this list is awesome. This is so fun.
Like,
I'm not gonna apologize for having fun with this. This is freaking awesome.
Yeah, like, enjoy things that make you happy. No matter what people tell you what you can and can't enjoy. Because...
When did you become an expert on what I can and cannot do?
What's that from?
Whiplash.
Really?
Yeah. This is my part. You can't just give it away. When did you become an expert on what I can and cannot do?
You missed the F word. That really adds to
come on. You know.
Yeah.
I got to do my version.
No, it is. You're right. Like, enjoy what you fucking want to enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, do not let anybody tell you what you can and can't enjoy. You know what I'm going to do after this right now? I'm going to go to Benny. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I just had 7 text messages from Angel, and I don't know if he's ever texted me. So 7 was quite alarming.
What's he texting you?
He was texting me Transformers trivia for the Transformers video.
Shout out Angel.
I know.
Yeah, if I got 7 missed texts from Angel,
I'd be like,
somebody's dead.
Either he's about to kill me or someone's dead.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he met Tobey Maguire or something.
Right now, enjoy what you want to enjoy. Right now, after filming a podcast where I'm talking about with one of my dearest friends superhero movies, where I'm surrounded by toys and memorabilia of shit that I love, I'm going to go to Benihana and finish the night by grinding Pokemon Fire Red on the Switch 2.
Playing Super Smash Brothers.
And ideally playing Super Smash Brothers with several of my friends. And if we were to watch a movie tonight, it would probably be an Avengers movie, or it'd probably be Invincible for the 15th time, or it'd be rewatching AOT, or something like that. Enjoy what you want to fucking enjoy. Have a good time.
I'm about to freaking plan some more trivia videos, make trivia questions about Megatron and Optimus Prime to ask people to make YouTube videos and maybe watch One Piece.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Speaking of One Piece, real quick, I know we got to wrap this up. Really want to say this. You have really gotten some headway through the live action and you're loving it, right?
Yeah, it's great.
It's so great. That inspired me. On my shits, I've been watching the anime. I have zoomed through it. I am now 96 episodes in. Speak.
It's peak.
It is. We'll talk about it more. Real quick, last thing. Because I got to bring it back because this is what I thought you were going to say before you took the really, really positive note. You ready?
Yeah, F me.
You could make a real argument with just the Russo brothers and James Gunn movies that remove Guardians 2. This is the 8 best superhero movies ever. And they're all made by the same 3 people.
Yeah, there's other stuff you got to throw in there.
But this is an argument.
But
if somebody came to us and this was like, they were like, this is my top 8, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Those are all in the conversation. Yes.
That's amazing. That's
crazy.
Unbelievable.
Doesn't have the Dark Knight or the Spider-Verse movies or the Tobey movies or Deadpool and stuff like that. Or Logan.
Even Incredibles. Incredibles belongs above several things on that list. But like, that's amazing that you could make that argument.
They're all in the top 20.
And it's just those people. It's just the 2 Russo brothers and James Gunn making that shit.
Peak. Doomsday. Maybe, you know.
I sing his praises as much as I fucking can because I think he deserves it. Kevin Feige is a fucking genius. Because Kevin Feige is responsible for both of them.
Yeah. He hired both of them.
Hired both of them. And was like, yeah, the sequel to the period piece Captain America movie, Russo brothers, the guys that made Community and Arrested Development, you two, you're going to make an awesome fucking... And then From Winter Soldier was like, well, let me see if they can handle Civil War. And then after Civil War, well, all right, you guys have earned Infinity War and Endgame. And the same thing with Gunn. Being like, hey, this guy that made Super and the Scooby-Doo movies and whatever. Give me this ragtag faux Star Wars movie. Genius.
We love y'all.
Love what you love.